click?
Click my dick,
All right.
shitface. If you click it hard enough, it goes...
You know what? Maybe we should start speaking like Joe. Let's just, like, not include the first letter of every word. So it's, lick it.
For those wondering, Joe made a nice, wonderful thing about supposedly checking stuff. Instead, it came across as heck, and Billy and I had a wonderful time with it.
I don't feel safe. Like, I'm not in a safe space anymore.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's a personal problem right there.
So you'll find out real quick. You make a grammatical error on social media, I tear it apart.
We getcha.
Such as when you thought I called June fat, and in fact I was referring to the fact that you typed in that she was fat.
I was so upset, like instantly fucking inflamed. I was like, I'm gonna kill this bitch.
Yeah, no, Billy's like, Joe's really mad at it. I was like, why? He's like, well, you called June fat. I was like, no, I was referring to the fact that he said she was fat. And he looked back at the Twitter and he goes, oh, I better tell Joe that.
I was like, oh, wow, Joe's about to get in trouble.
I was about to fucking stab you. I was like, all right, so it's on, I see. I didn't know we started. Let's start. Okay.
Yeah, no, all it takes is one grammatical error, and I'm sitting there going, ho, 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 ho.
You guys have your phone on silent, right?
Yep.
Maybe.
Well, let me put it this way, Billy. If your phone's not on silent, I will stick my cane up your asshole and run around with you like a puppet.
Yeah, I'm not afraid to take a cripple man's cane. Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Zero Supervision. I'm Billy. I am here with the dick of the show. Dustin, how are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm also here to introduce my dick. And, hey Joe, how's your dick doing?
It's large and in charge.
You both are so fucking stupid.
Don't be jealous of these dicks.
I'm not jealous of your dick.
We got big dicks, curved dicks, smooth dicks, more dicks than your body has room for.
And I've heard too much about Joe's to be comfortable to be in the same room as him now.
And his wife sends you pictures.
Well, it's uncomfortable being in the same room because it probably is touching you at that point because it's so big.
Yeah, you got Billy with his testicles all over people's couches, and then you got you with your dick snaking around people's bodies. What the fuck?
It's kind of like a Saiyan tail. I just sort of wrap it around me for comfort. Otherwise, it doesn't fit.
Sometimes when he's really cold at night, he cuddles with it.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, there's that
Keeps
gif
you
of the baby elephant like swinging its nose around. That's Joe in the shower, just like.
Yeah. So excited to know so much about Joe's penis.
Hey, sometimes you gotta know what you gotta know.
Yeah.
We're not real friends until you know how big my dick is.
I mean, and to be fair, summer comes, Joe's wearing shorts. You're gonna see it.
Yeah.
No, he's not, because Joe doesn't wear shorts.
That's the reason why I don't wear shorts.
He will die of a heat stroke before he wears shorts.
Yeah, I really will.
He hates shorts.
I haven't worn shorts in literally years.
Yeah, same here. I haven't worn shorts in probably a decade or more.
I am currently wearing a pair of shorts.
Well,
And it's like 30 degrees outside.
You've been judged.
Yeah.
You've been
Right.
judged.
I grew up in the Pacific Northwest. It's always cold.
What do you... Oh, I know why. Because he's Bigfoot.
No, trust me. I'm not Bigfoot. I have no body hair.
He's an outcast of the Bigfoot. Big feet,
I actually
Bigfoot?
had someone today who listened to the podcast, and she was like, "Are you really like not hairy at all?" And I showed her my leg, and she was like, "Oh my god, you're right." I was like, "I told you."
He's like a naked mole rat people. Anyways, I think it's
Whoa. What am I, chopped liver here? I don't get an introduction?
I thought
You never said my fucking name even.
Dustin did.
Yeah, I said, Joe,
no,
how's your
you
dick
have
do?
to ask
Oh,
me how
I
I'm
introduced
doing.
you.
Oh
That's
my
how this
goodness.
works.
Okay.
I am just as, oh my god.
Okay. Joe feels left out because I didn't talk to him directly. Okay. And how are you doing, Joe?
I'm good, and I prefer if you refer to me as Mr. Creamstick. Thank you very much. I'm trying to establish brand recognition. I am Mr. Creamstick. I'm gonna create like my own donut line, and it's gonna be called Mr. Creamsticks. And it's just gonna be me smiling and giving you a thumbs up on the box. We specialize in phallic-shaped donuts. You know,
Dustin's like, I don't want to be here anymore. He's crying in Lauren's arms.
Long Johns, cream sticks, eclairs, all that kind of shit.
Anyways, let's go ahead and do the news.
So, we try to stay impartial here at Zero Supervision, but we have to call out stupid when we see stupid. And Trump has sent a sort of mandate to the Pentagon saying that he wants a military parade, a grand military parade in the style of China and North Korea, where we bring out the fucking missiles and we have like them marching through the streets.
I've got a missile he can bring out.
That's not a missile.
That's
a
small
dart.
minor rocket.
That's a 22 caliber bullet. Okay.
Hey, look, it may not hurt him very much. It may not kill him, but he'll fucking know when he's gotten hit by this.
They don't call Dustin Derringer for nothing.
Double D for short.
What the fuck? Anyways, but what he, and I think a lot of people who might think this is a good idea haven't taken into account, is the logistics of it all. Like, it's not that, you know, it's just weird that a first world
it's
nation
creepy
is
to
doing,
begin with.
Well, it's creepy because this is definitely a third world country kind of thing to do. Like, we're big and strong and look at all of our bullshit. And it's a totalitarian dictatorship thing to do. Look at the fucking military. We could destroy anybody, even our own people. But it's the logistics of it all. It's gonna cost so much fucking money to carry all these tanks, these missiles, the troops, everybody who's gonna be in this parade to get there. They're gonna have to polish all their uniforms. They're gonna have to do inspections, re-inspections. They're gonna have to transport, like I said, all this stuff there. And then they don't take into account the fact that they're gonna have tanks in this parade, and tanks fuck up roads because the tread tears up the asphalt, and they're gonna want to do this through DC. You know how much it's gonna fuck up DC, and you assholes live over by.
No. It's not gonna fuck it up
their
that
roads
much.
already
DC,
suck.
Yeah, DC's already fucked up.
Now it's just gonna be a mud track on those streets from now on. That's all. That's all. Fuck it.
I lived for a good 12 to 15 years, 5 minutes from DC. That city is already fucked.
Yeah, when it comes to driving, yeah, no, you don't want to drive in DC. You're looking to get a new suspension if you drive. You're better off taking the subway.
Oh, so it's a lot like Ohio.
You'll never fucking find your way out. Those roads are so fucking confusing.
You can only make right turns, guys.
No, that's pretty close since it's almost all one-way streets. So you're like, can I turn left here? No.
That's why I never drove in DC. I always took the metro everywhere.
Yeah, that's the smart way to go about it.
That's what the intelligent people do.
I mean, that's just a waste of money and our military's time, and we do not need to be parading war machines around on our streets. That's why it's creepy, is because, I mean, these are machines of war. This is not made to be something that we're driving around on our street showing off to civilians. I mean, I respect our military members 100%, and I support them. And I don't think that they should be used as a showpiece like that. They're better than that.
If they really want to do them a fucking favor, if they want to boost up the military by doing something like this or something for the military, fucking give them another day off. Fucking give them some extra money. Cut some of that spending from extra bombs, extra tanks, and throw it into their fucking paychecks.
Yeah, that'd be the smart thing to do, but we currently have a Congress that's arguing over banning Tide Pods and making them look less like candy because kids are eating them.
Yeah, so I mean,
this is not the smartest Congress in the world.
Yeah, no, this is, well, I mean, it's kind of showing that they're the most unpopular Congress that's been in office in U.S. history, I believe. So I wouldn't really count on them to actually do much. I would say that everyone needs to get out and vote in the next elections. But no, I mean, this money that we would be wasting on this type of parade, that's going to be a lot of money. And I mean, Well, our soldiers sacrifice a lot, and I don't think a lot of people realize exactly how much they sacrifice. So, I mean, like, you can't really put a monetary value on how much effort and, like I said, a sacrifice they give us. But I mean, we need to like do something from them somehow. So how about taking all that money and putting it into like veteran affairs and making sure we're taking care of veterans once they're out of the military, or while they're in the military, making sure that they have the best treatments possible, no expense sort of thing going on. I think showing off our brute force really isn't the way that we need to like celebrate our military. We need to celebrate our military by making sure we take care of them while they're in and also once they're out. That's just my opinion. I'm really
right.
It's something personal where I think that people need to really make sure that they're taken care of 100% after they get out. There's a lot of mental issues that come from going to war and going through those types of experiences. And it's not the easiest to come back and then you just have to adjust, or you're expected to just adjust. And that's, they need help. They need help finding jobs. They need help with some things that they've been through. They need someone to talk to. So I just feel like there's a better way to handle this money. That's all. That's all I really have to say on that topic. I'm not a fan of this brute force showing thing. Yeah.
Like, if this somehow helped a single person other than somebody's fucking ego, then I'd be okay with it. But it doesn't actually help anybody.
All it does is stroke people's egos. That's all it's doing.
Yeah, we don't need that at this time in our country. I would say we need more unification, and like I said, we need to make sure that we're taking care of ourselves. That should be our priority.
You know who we need to fucking parade around DC? Terry Crews. That's who we need to parade around DC.
He's a top. He's a one-man fucking bomb in himself.
No, was it Terry Crews that was in Idiocracy?
Yes.
Okay, then I did quote it. Yeah, that's what we need. We need to parade him around as that character, giving the finger to everyone. That's what
shit. He could just be his character from the Old Spice commercials. He just starts screaming.
Oh yeah.
All the fucking every other country in the world would be like, holy shit. Put
We're not
him
fucking
in a
with that. They've got
general's
Terry
uniform.
Crews.
Seriously, put him in like the highest general outfit you can find, and just have him start screaming. Have you seen the video of him playing a whole band's worth of instruments just by flexing his muscles? They're like hooked up to electrodes, and he's like playing that shit. I think it's fucking awesome.
But yeah, now that we did I would say our serious topic. We're not serious that often. Let's get back to the funnies. Let's make sure we keep doing our thing, trying to make sure that we keep our audience smiling and laughing.
We got to talk about the Spice Girls, guys. They're going on tour again. The Spice Girls are going on tour.
Oh, really? I bet Lauren's really happy because she really likes fucking Hanson. I bet she was really into Spice Girls too.
Actually, yeah. She was like,
Oh,
"Can we go?"
Jesus.
She's
No.
like, "Come on, can we go?" I was like, maybe."
Dustin's gonna be texting me from there
Dustin,
again, crying.
If you want to get out of it, you can always tell her we have to record that night. That's what I would do.
Anyways, so I don't know if anyone's heard, but Best Buy and I believe Target are going to stop carrying CDs this year.
Yeah, I heard that. But I know that Best Buys can continue to carry vinyl for at least the next 2 years because they kind of made a commitment to that. But so I'm kind of like, cool. But yeah, I haven't bought a fucking CD in years. I can't even remember the fucking last time I bought a CD.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of CDs. I don't really see the point. I can just stream my music.
The vinyl is kind of nice because
Well, I mean, that's just higher quality.
it sounds better. It's a collector's thing. They look nice. It's not a fucking CD which you lose the case of and then you scratch the bitch and then it's worthless. You can.
I mean, it's worthless once you buy it anyways. I mean, it's a fucking CD. Who cares?
You know what I'm saying? Though? Like, and then also there's a collector's value to buying old records.
Oh yeah, so there's some old vinyls worth like tons of money.
Exactly, and I enjoy hunting them down. That's fun, going into like a used record shop and looking through and not knowing what's there. Whereas like a CD, I know it's gonna fucking be there. You know.
So yeah, just the death of yet another media format. I was just
I'm
wondering
still
how.
holding strong on the cassettes.
You know,
It's gonna make a comeback.
this is
cassettes?
caused by us millennials again.
Of course, because we
fucking
like
more
convenience. Oh no, we like convenience. Heaven fucking forbid. So, what were you saying? You want cassettes to come back?
I was joking, but yeah.
I mean, if that's the
cassettes are
case, you
gonna
know
make
what?
their
Let's
comeback.
just bring back 8 tracks. Shut
Yeah,
the fuck
because you know
up.
what I really like is listening to a whole album to get to the one song that I really want to listen to.
And then having to turn it over when you want to listen to it again. Yeah. It's
Listen to
always
the
fucking amazing.
Listen to the other slides or other side / shitty side.
Yeah, the B
It's always the shit you just don't want to hear is on the B
So
side.
for all the young kids who don't know, on a cassette there's 2 sides. There's an A and a B side, and the A side you would front load all your good songs. That was where all the fucking hits were. And then on the B side, it was usually like all the filler shit because they have to have a B side. So they would put everything you didn't want to hear on there.
Exactly. They would hide like one good song in there, so you had to listen to it.
I will say that on records, though, there are some really good B sides on records. But like once you got into like the '90s, when Spice Girls or Hanson were putting out their cassettes, they're all the good stuff. So Bop and like What I Really Really Want would all have been on the A side, and then like whatever, I don't know anything more about Hanson would have been on one side, and all the other Spice Girls shit would have been the B side. So
Cool. What do you got for me, Joe?
well, I sat down with my wife to get her opinion and her thoughts on PepsiCo's new product that they want to bring out called it's a female Dorito.
You know what just popped into my head? And
What?
It's going to be crude, and some people might say it's offensive, but it just made me think of like a Dorito in the shape of a taco.
So let's hear from June real fast, and then we'll be right back with you. All right, so to get a woman's perspective on the new female Doritos, I decided to sit down with my wife, June.
Hi, I'm June.
So PepsiCo has decided that they want to try to make a female Dorito, a Dorito that is less crunchy, less messy, and more clean, as they put it. They said that they thought that women didn't like Doritos the way men did because they were too loud of a crunch, and because they were more messy, and that they didn't even like tipping the bag back to get the Dorito dust out of it.
Yeah, that's just all wrong. I like them for the crunch, and I tip that bag back even when I'm driving.
So you're telling me you wouldn't want a softer Dorito?
No.
Like, I mean, maybe they'll be thinner and that's less crunch, but I mean, like, what if it was softer? Something like more like a tortilla.
No, I can get that with my own bag cooking in my kitchen.
So, would you buy a softer Dorito or a feminine Dorito?
No, that's not a feminine Dorito. That's a cheap Dorito. That's a cop out.
It sounds like a knockoff.
Yeah.
The sad thing is,
And also, I'm gonna think it's undercooked, and that's gonna make me wonder like what the hell's going on inside the bag the whole time.
Oh yeah.
Well, because wouldn't they have to undercook it?
I don't know what they're planning. I don't know if they're planning on making them thinner, or if they're just planning on undercooking them, or if they're planning on just like what they're planning on doing with them.
I worked at a chip factory, and the only way that I can think of them making them softer is to either undercook them or to put an extra lot of oil on them. And the oil would, as long as they're cooked enough and preserving and the air tightness of the bag, but...
What about, would you like your Doritos with less dust on them?
No, I like that dust off my fingers. Don't take away my flavor. That dust is flavor.
Would you believe this actually was created by a woman? This is the idea of a woman, the CEO of PepsiCo.
No.
I don't think she eats Doritos, honestly. Like, if I had to guess, she's not eating Doritos.
I don't think it's a woman.
It is a woman.
Is it a woman?
Yeah, it's a woman.
It's offensive to me as a woman. Think that another woman would be like, "Oh, we don't like crunch."
Yeah.
Don't put your bullshit off on the rest of us because you're a pansy bitch.
Yeah, they were saying that they were too loud, and that's why women don't like them because you know what it is. It's because
unless you're targeting movie theaters, that's not a problem. And then if that's the case, take all that extra dust you're trying to take away from us and put it on the popcorn.
Right, that'd be good. But
actually, that sounds really good. I want popcorn now.
Yeah. Why do you think that PepsiCo thinks that women want soft, flaccid things in their mouth?
I think they're trying to say something about overpopulation. Little subliminal message right there.
Oh yeah, is it a pro blowjob message?
No.
It's an anti-blowjob message.
No, if it was a pro blowjob message, they would sell that dust to put on the penis the way they sell flavored lubes.
So I, just in case PepsiCo reaches out to us, would you do blowjobs with Dorito dust on a penis?
If I was single, yes. I swallow now, and I don't think that would mix well with the cheese.
It's a creamy cheese.
This is bad. Your mom listens. Oh no.
Well,
Ew. Ugh.
well.
I'm not gonna be able to eat cream cheese for a while. I hate you.
Anyways, so where can people find you?
At home.
On Twitter, I mean.
I don't know.
It's, well, your Twitter is at Lawhorn_June. That's LAWHORN. Well, June, I wanted to thank you for being on the episode.
Yep, definitely the highlight of my night. Thanks.
I'm sure it
Thanks
was.
for that.
All right, well, thank you, June. Anyways, yeah, I thought it was pretty crazy that they want to go with like a. I don't know how they're planning on making it less crunchy, but I can only imagine it's going to be like she said, like a soft thing that's gross.
So I have a quick question. Why don't they just, instead of saying, hey, these are women's Doritos, blah, 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 why didn't they just call them Discretos?
That's so
I don't even like you anymore.
I mean, just say, they're quiet, they're less messy. They are more discreet. So that's their Discretos.
Now they just sound like a fucked up version of a Cheeto.
So I have an interesting factoid about Doritos that you guys might not know.
What?
Doritos were actually created in Disneyland.
Really?
Yeah. There was this Hispanic restaurant inside of Disneyland, and they were throwing out old tortillas, and this like executive was like, "Oh no, don't do that. Just take the old nasty tortillas that nobody wants, fry them up, and then we'll put this like cheese covering on them." And they did that, and they went off like gangbusters. And so then they made the company of Fritos, right? And because that was the name of the original restaurants, it was something Fritos. And so they made the company Fritos, and then eventually Pepsi bought out Doritos, or Fritos, the company. And that's how we have the Dorito as we know it now.
Bad decision on Disney's part.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute. Did Disney actually give up an asset? What is this?
It seems like it. It seems like at some point they sold it off at some point, but this was a long time ago.
Yeah, but it just makes me think it's going to be like, I don't know, just really stale Doritos that have been left out in a very moist environment.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they were thinking about making them like thinner. I don't know. And I don't also like. They're supposed to have less dust on them, so they're gonna be cleaner, as they say, cleaner.
Oh, so they're gonna lack flavor. Got it.
Yeah.
Fuck
yeah.
that.
Yeah, they're pretty much gonna be garbage.
And like June said, she loves to tip back the bag and eat them, and she also said, you know, that she enjoys the dust and all that, all the crunch. That's her favorite part of it. You know?
Yeah, it's just, who the fuck wants to eat a chewy Dorito? That's just, it's just weird that a guy was just like, women don't like this.
Oh no,
like,
it
what
wasn't
the
a guy.
fuck?
The CEO is a woman, actually.
Oh,
I found out she's a woman, and so
So we thought it was some kind of misogyny bullshit, and turns out it's like some woman who just
instead she just has terrible taste.
yeah, she's like, I don't like these Dorito things. Can we do something about that? And I guess everybody else in the room was like, we can make them less crunchy, and she's like, yeah, do that. And we can make them cleaner, yeah, do that. And they're like, eh. And then I guess they decided they were going to announce it.
Oh, bad move on their part. Oh, no.
This is what we get for listening to the CEO.
Like, why are you here again? Just go home.
You're not good at
Don't forget your helmet.
development. You're here to run the company, not come up with new products.
Yeah, no shit. Like, let someone make that decision that's actually, I don't know. You're there to run the company, not
Yeah, you're not a
like,
cook. You're the
Yeah.
you're the CEO. You are the chief. What is it? The CFO.
Chief Executive Officer.
Yeah, you're there to make sure that the stock doesn't drop, not to, offer food advice.
Yeah, that's just weird. That's like having me go into the kitchen and tell Joe how to cook.
Oh God,
I don't know how to cook, guys.
Fucking lose my goddamn mind.
Yeah, that's like I said, it's just weird. Or like we know of two people that could burn water, and if either of you were in the kitchen and they came behind you and told you what to do, you wouldn't take it. You wouldn't listen because it'd be fucking stupid.
What do you mean
Why
two
don't you
people?
just-
You already know. Lauren is not allowed. She literally fused spaghetti into one giant noodle because she overcooked them all and didn't stir them.
I'm like, oh, sweetie, why don't you go sit down a little bit? It's okay.
Oh no! To this day, my son still makes fun of her for that. She's like, "We're gonna make spaghetti," and he literally looked at her and was like, "You mean a spaghetti?"
Anyways, so have you guys heard that scientists have developed a brain implant that can improve your memory?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I heard about it, but I don't know a lot about it.
So-
my recommendation is that you guys run out right now and go sign up for this thing because I am fucking tired of it. Okay?
So the full 3.5 inches of my shaft, you can fully engorge them into your mouth.
I can't believe you gave details. What the fuck? Jesus, Joe, you could do that. It's bite size.
It's not
No,
like,
it's
not
not-
the Halloween Snickers. It's one of those in the candy bowl Snickers.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's snack size. Not good enough for a full meal, but just enough to tide you over.
What the shit? You were too proud of this.
You know, we found out that we could. I could eat that, but all I need is some onions, garlic, and a little bit of vinegar.
So yeah, the device is rumored to increase word recall by 15%. That's how they kind of figured out that how it improved memory and how much it did. While the implant still remains experimental, there is talks about commercializing the device.
What's the name of the company?
I actually didn't get that far into it, sadly.
I was wondering if it was Elon Musk's company because you know he's got a company that's working on something like that.
Yeah, but this also is a mental strain reducers on individuals like Joe. So he bitches that he's surrounded by forgetful bitches in his life.
Because I will remember everything. I don't know what it is, but I remember like all the shit that anybody ever says to me, and I'll bring up something that I said to Billy like a week ago, and he's like, I don't remember that. I don't remember that.
Now, to be fair on that, sometimes I do that just to fuck with him and piss him off.
Yeah, because as I say, there are times where you're like, where both of us have been like, "Hey Billy, do you remember saying this?" He's like, "I never said that," and I'm like, "Bullshit, you fucking said it." And he's like, "No, I didn't. No, go fucking sit down. Shut the fuck up." And I'm like, "No, you fucking said it." And he's like, "No, I didn't."
Yeah.
And you realize
no.
5 seconds later he does remember, and you're like, "You son of a bitch." But speaking of body modifications and stuff, weren't you, Billy? Weren't you tricked recently by a company doing a fake
Can we
body
not?
modification?
What?
Because I actually am really upset about that.
Huh?
So you remember that one thing where a company was like advertising that they were like, I guess, recording your memories with a little device they put on your neck, and they could transfer that into like a body or whatever. Mm-hmm. Remember I told you about that?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, they were at CES and they were doing that, but they were promoting a show. They weren't actually showing off
Oh,
tech.
what
Which
the
CES is only about showing off tech.
That's so fucking stupid. That's such a
Yeah,
douchey
so-
thing to do.
Yeah, it's literally
I hope so.
it's a show on Netflix called Altered Carbon, and it's
Oh,
literally
I know what Alter Carbon is. That's fucked up. Don't fuck with people like
Yeah,
that.
so now I'm not even interested in watching that fucking shithole.
We
I hope
got-
that shit crashes and burns.
Yeah, I was gonna fucking write to that show. I'm not watching that shit now. They could suck my asshole. I was super excited about that when you told me about it.
Oh yeah, no, Billy came up to me and he was like, "Dude, you got to hear about this." And he's telling me about it, and I was like, "No, that's a show." And he was like, "No, it was at CES." I was like, "No, that was an advertisement for the show."
And
I
I'm just
watched
like,
the
but
whole video and
CES is
everything.
the Consumer Electronic Show, not Netflix bullshit shows.
Yeah, like do that at Comic-Con.
Yeah, you fucking tards.
Assholes. Whatever. Fuck. I'm gonna put that in the
Anyways.
fucking show. No, I'm gonna put that in there because fuck them. Everybody needs to know they're fucking assholes.
Not only that, that's a really good "what grinds my gears" moment.
Yeah. Fuck them.
Fuck
Eat
them.
a fucking
Yeah,
shit
it's fucking
sandwich,
stupid,
dickheads.
and it's not worth watching. I'm not gonna give them the satisfaction of having ratings. They can suck a dick. I just subscribed back to Netflix, and I'm just gonna unsubscribe because they did that stupid shit.
I'm probably gonna watch it because I liked the book.
That's cool. I'm not. Yeah. Anyways, I don't know if you guys have heard, but another Amtrak has had an issue again. This is a third one within like a week and a half time frame. So this motherfucker like broke in half going 125 miles per hour. Yeah. So the only things that were holding the cars together, from what I saw, were air hoses.
The fuck?
Yeah, like the part that actually like holds each car together, that let loose, and like I said, it was just being held together by fucking hoses, pretty much. If anyone had actually been in the area where you're passing from one cabin to the next, they could have fucking fallen right through that. This just goes more towards the crumbling American infrastructure, especially like railroads. We haven't really updated that technology since like the 70s for the most part.
Yeah.
Which is funny considering the rest of the world is actively increasing their train technology. I mean, fucking look at Japan.
As we should. We should be like getting into the Hyperloop technology, because that'll like, you can make it from like one side of the country to the other in like a couple hours time. You could live in New York and work in California easily.
They are working on that in California, but it would be nice to get that to like, you know, be able to travel each coast or travel across the country. But apparently there's some fuck nuggets that are really fucking that up for us. But yeah, no, I just wanted to bring that up because I mean that's just kind of crazy. Like we the people should be pushing for harsher regulations on the transportation industry, because apparently it's needed and it's not happening, or it's not happening at a standard that it should be. So I don't know, just thought I'd bring that up. There's a bunch of fucking nuggets doing stupid shit again.
Well, I got some good news. My for
Taint.
women out there,
Oh,
Pornhub is giving away free premium porn to women on their periods, and they're calling it "Fuck Your Period." And they're doing this by, they have women come in, you sign up for an account, and they ask you a couple questions about your period, how long your cycle is, how many days, like, your period normally is. They ask you these questions, and then they say that they'll send you an email when your period is due, and you can get free premium porn for that, like, length of time that your period normally is. Which I think is really cool. They don't have to do that. And this is, like, just another thing that they're doing to try to, like, because they're doing free sex educational videos also.
I just like Pornhub as a company.
Yeah,
they seem to have their shit together. So and like I sent a tweet out to them recently, and they get back to me faster than just about any other company. So their customer service is top notch.
Yeah. Fucking, I still haven't gotten a tweet back from SoundCloud.
Oh no. We did.
Did we?
Yeah.
Oh,
It took like almost a week, but you know we did. Fucking Pornhub got back to us, got back to me in less than an hour.
They're like, hey,
they fucking
I know
care.
you've been having some issues. We're here to help.
Hey Pornhub, we're more than happy to advertise for you. So just hit us up.
Actually, I will
at Zero Supervision on Twitter.
We will advertise for you if you will advertise for us for free.
Yeah, I can work with that.
Be free, right?
Yeah, that's fair.
Put me
That's
in front
fair.
of some anal gangbangs. I will fucking plug the shit out of that. Fucking A.
This is brought to you by Double Fisted Dildo.
This is brought to you by Mr. Creamsticks. The creamiest.
So, for today's topic for myself, I went with the worst infomercial products. So the first thing I came across was something called Titty Bear.
That's pretty self-explanatory, I think.
Actually,
I was
you
gonna say,
would be surprised, my friend.
Isn't that like the weird seatbelt thing?
Dustin actually knows about that.
Dustin
Really?
watches a
It's
lot
little
of late
disturbing.
night TV.
Holy shit! What the fuck is? Okay, no, I need to load
all
it
right.
out now because I'm
All
so
right, so-
confused.
So
I haven't seen that commercial in ages, though.
yeah,
So,
this
yeah.
I was reading up. So Teddy Bear is this little tiny stuffed bear, and it's supposed to make wearing seatbelts bearable by preventing the seatbelt from cutting into your chest, just in case you're wearing a low-cut shirt or something, Joe.
Well, my
Yeah.
thitties are all over the place.
I definitely.
Yeah, so-
I'm fat enough to have them. I need one of those.
So, funny enough, the bear does actually rest on the breast. So, titty bear is a very accurate name for it when it's in use.
I want the
But
little bear to have like a creepy little grin on its face, like.
Well,
yeah.
I feel like this should be like a tiny sexual harassment panda.
Sexual harassment panda.
Yeah. But that's actually weird. I did not expect for Dustin to actually know that one.
Dude, we're talking infomercials. From the time I was 13 till like 23. That was my late nights, was watching these really
All I
bad
did is watch
infomercials.
infomercials and porn.
I mean,
It was Cinemax After Dark, and then some infomercial commercials until I fell asleep.
you're not necessarily wrong. I mean, we had let's see,
He's
there was,
just sitting there trying to buy shit on the Home Shopping Network.
There was Slap Chop. That one was great.
Slap shop.
I got one. I don't want you to spoil it for me. I got one. Give me 1 sec. This one, tell me if you've heard of it, Dustin. It's called the Comfort Wipe.
Yes,
What?
yes. I have
right.
bought those.
Hold on, is it?
What?
Hold on. Let me take a stab at it. Is it a
Holy
reusable
shit.
butt wipe?
No.
What?
And I don't know if you actually bought this, Dustin, but just let me explain it, and then you can tell me if you actually bought it, and if you have, I'm judging you. The world will be judging you.
All right.
All right, so, well, it's basically a little plastic arm that you use to hold your toilet paper, and then you wipe your ass with it.
Oh no, that's not what I bought. I
What?
bought something
Go back,
else.
back,
I was
back,
about
back,
to
back,
say,
back, back.
Dustin's not that coordinated. How fucking coordinated do you have to be to use this motherfucker?
What's going on now?
So basically, you like take a gob of toilet paper and you like put it onto this fucking arm, and instead of using your hand to wipe your ass, you take this thing and stick it back there.
No, thank you. No.
Yeah,
I would wipe
like,
it.
Do
with
I
my-
do I hear an accidental penetration?
Not even
That's
that.
what I
I'm
was
I'm
thinking.
wiping, and then I wipe a little too high up, and it wipes down the middle of my back. And I'm like, oh.
Next thing you know, you got shit stain going up your
can't-
back.
I have a hard time washing that area. I can't get my hand back there. I just smell like shit for a couple days until I got June to wash it off of me.
Sweetie. Yeah? I have shit on my back.
It's stuck to my back.
Please,
It gets worse, guys. Think of this. What happens if you've like wiped, but you slip and you push forward? Your balls act like a dam for shit.
Oh.
Are you supposed to be standing up or sitting down when you wipe with this?
I'm assuming sitting down
So
because
you
I
go-
don't know how
you go
someone would be
between
able
the
to
legs?
wipe.
Do you go between the
Huh?
legs? Do you go between the legs?
I believe you go from still the back.
So you're supposed to lift your ass up and then
Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
penetrate
I'm-
yourself.
and twist
I
and
haven't
hope
coordinated
this thing
it for
doesn't
that.
slide up your ass.
Hey, I don't know if I've asked you guys this, but do you guys sit or stand when you wipe?
I think that's very personal. I fucking
need to-
stand and I put one knee up and I fucking go to
Fuck
town
yes.
with that
I
shit.
Captain Morgan the shit out of it when I wipe.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's the only
I
way to get
proudly
clean.
wipe my ass like
Yeah.
that.
I don't do it in public restrooms because I'm too tall and everybody would know that's what I was doing.
No, I do it. I actually specifically do it in public restrooms so that
Really?
I'm not having to touch anything.
You guys are so special.
What do you do? brother?
Anyways,
No, fuck off. What do you do?
you and I have been over that in private,
No, tell
and
me
I'm
right
not
now.
going
Tell
over
me
it
right
on
now.
here.
Come on,
No.
come on.
Anyways,
Don't be a pussy. Come
have
on.
you heard
Hey,
of
we already went over ours.
GLH?
This isn't right.
No, you're. This is. A
I
double
didn't
standard.
ask you guys to go over that. You chose to. That's
No.
your own thing.
I'm gonna need you to tell me how you wipe your ass right now. on the
I'm
podcast.
not going to.
God
It's
damn it,
not going
Billy.
to happen.
You know what?
No.
You're a
Wait,
motherfucker.
No.
Better question.
No, no,
Who
no.
has accidentally ripped through the paper before?
Who hasn't?
Probably
Don't
Billy,
you
because
guys-
he does half a wipe every time he goes.
No. Don't you guys like fold the toilet paper over a few
Yeah, I
times
do,
so
and
that doesn't
sometimes-
happen?
I really have to get up in there because it just doesn't seem like it's gonna stop being needed to be.
What are you
wiped.
fucking sticking your finger in there like it's
Yeah,
a roto
sometimes you got to go
Just gotta
knuckle
dig
deep.
in there. There's no wrong answer when you're wiping your ass, man.
So when you got to go
So
knuckle
accidents.
deep, you got to go knuckle deep.
Yeah.
You got to get that shit cleaned. Go full
man.
roto-rooter.
I don't know if I'd go that far, but yeah.
Joe's like, I don't want to know if I like it still.
I don't need that to ruin my life so early on in my living.
So have you guys heard of GLH hair system?
Yes.
No.
Oh, no. Okay, all right. So GLH, aka, is great looking hair. It was supposedly an innovative way to hide baldness.
Yeah.
So-
Innovative.
Yeah, so you literally spray your baldness away with
I've
this
seen
what looks like aerosol can.
Yeah, it's a
have
fucking.
seen this.
It's spray paint. It's fucking spray paint
Is it
for
spray
your
paint?
head.
Now I know there's some things. There's like these fiber things that I've seen before, and you sprinkle them on your head, and it attached to your hair that's there, and they like. I don't know how they work. It's fucking somewhere between magic and science, but the fucking hairspray thing. So that's just you spraying like a dark color on your fucking scalp.
So
close.
it was advertised as a hair thickener, but I don't know. With
I got a
it
hair
looked
thickener.
like the hair. You're stupid.
Yeah, a lot of
Yeah,
vitamin E in that.
it'll turn. It's full of proteins, real human protein, but it will turn your hair slightly gloopy and white. But it dries clear.
You know who could use this shit? Trump. Did you see that fucking video of him with his hair?
Oh yes, when the wind blows,
Holy
you see the
fuck.
fucking huge bald spot.
He's gonna be contacting Dustin for this miracle hair solution.
He looks like fucking Master Blaster from fucking Mad Max. Who runs Town? The Trump does.
But anyways, this GLH hair system, it looks like you're spraying fungus onto your head.
It, might as
It
fucking
literally
well
looks
be.
like hairy fungus. I don't think I'm very off in that description.
Is it like a paint or is it like a fiber that comes out of there?
It looks like a form of fiber. It builds up.
Oh.
Yeah.
How's that gonna like wash out then? That's gotta be gross as
Oh,
fuck.
no. It gets better. It's advertised as water resistant. You can go swimming with this shit and it stays on.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
How do you get it out of your fucking head then?
Spooge.
Yeah.
I'm thinking like some turpentine or something.
So
God
for
damn.
anyone who has used this product, contact Dustin at my email, and what you'll do is you'll contact me, and I will send you a
Contact him through his Twitter. We
Yes.
don't need people knowing that shit.
I wasn't gonna say my email, but that works too.
No. Contact him at what is it, Mayhara something?
Yes,
Something?
and when you contact me
1286.
for $3.99, I will send you a vial of my wonderful white hair shit remover. It's
It
great.
will, it's kind of a small vial, a little bit smaller than a thimble.
It's gonna smell.
Yeah.
It's gonna smell.
Yeah,
smell
it's
like
gonna
a
have
lot.
it's gonna have a
Slightly
slight.
yellow. Slightly yellow.
Yep. And what you'll do is you'll just take it, you put it in, you massage it into your scalp. The shit comes right out.
Yeah.
However, if
that's
you
what
have
it
any
is.
children that are conceived on your head, they're not mine.
He just gets an infection.
Somebody
His
who has
scalp
like
gets
just brand new
infected.
hair plugs uses this shit, and they're like, "I have a really bad scalp infection now. I don't know what I'm gonna do."
See, now you guys are fucking making it sound like I'm diseased.
No.
but that's
It's
just
just you're
not
gonna
good for you.
inseminate his, just like you're gonna inseminate his scalp.
They're gonna get into the hair follicles.
He's gonna have a growth.
The best part about these infomercials is watching the really, really stupid white people that can't seem to figure out how to use life. Like, woman holding, like, a cup of chips, and she's just all of a sudden, they're like, do you have
She
problems
puts her
holding your
fist through the
chips?"
wall.
And she's just like, oh, and everything falls everywhere, and you're like, what the fuck? Or
I
like,
love when somebody gets randomly injured trying to use an everyday product that does not injure people, or when the Tupperware just explodes out of the fucking
Yes.
cabinet.
there's that one. There's like one where a guy's like holding a soda, and he's got like chips in one arm, and all of a sudden out of nowhere, he's just like, oh, everything is falling to the floor. I'm like, Why? You were just sitting there. You were chill. It was cool. You could have set your drink down and then grabbed your chips. Are
The
you
fucking Snuggie commercials are great because it's always somebody like, I can't stay covered while I'm trying to flip the channels.
Yeah, no, I saw Snuggies and I decided to just skip that because I didn't think that
too
was
easy.
good enough.
Too easy.
So, but no, I got one, and I don't think Dustin has heard about this one. Sauna pants.
No, that one's a new one.
Nope.
Oh, I'm
done.
winning.
Done.
Oh, I got it. So this gem of a product was advertised as being able to simulate being in a sauna whenever you want. You basically put on some airtight plastic shorts that you get to boil your testicles in. You wrap the medieval torture device around your waist and adjust the heat with a knob.
I was like, this is
It
also
was-
how you get electrocuted.
It was advertised as creating a moist heat to sweat excess stored water that may contain toxins.
My
I got
balls
some
are gonna
fucking
smell
excess
so
heat.
fucking good. Oh my
So
god.
this sounds like something that you'd be interested in if you were interested in male infertility.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Oh,
get a
yeah.
pair of these now. It's such a backup.
Joe's like, this is my male birth control. I boil my
I'm gonna
testicles
wipe my
3
hand
times a
across
week.
My balls and be like, hey Billy, smell my hand.
It smells like cheese.
Hey, does this smell fresh to you?
It smells like rochetta. You okay
Not
over
gonna
there?
lie. Nasty balls is like the worst smell on the face of the earth.
All right, so I've got one more, and it's my last one. Tell me if you guys have heard of this. And you know what? I want you guys to guess on what this might be. But it's called the Euro Club.
It's for beating Europeans.
The Euro Club is a place you go to be hairy and naked on a beach.
Close. It does involve exposing yourself.
Oh Jesus.
So, have you ever been out playing golf and you really just had to take a bit piss, but you didn't want to piss in the bushes?
Oh,
So,
It's a colostomy bag.
oh no, this gets better. So basically, this looks like a putter, and it has a really thick handle to it. It's really odd. It probably helps with a stroke.
I got a thick handle you can stroke.
So the top of it unscrews, and you can just piss right into your golf club.
yeah, there's like a
And,
little
hey-
towel it comes with, like that goes over.
Yeah. I mean, because you got to think of hygienes, and also you don't want people to be able to see that you're taking a piss. It's very inconspicuous when you have your golf club leading right down to your dick.
Yeah, no,
Nah,
it's
I
weird
want
that-
everyone to know that I'm pissing into a golf club. 'Cause
Now,
that's not
what-
inconspicuous at all.
What happens if you just started a diet and you're just pissing out a bunch of water at that point and you fill up that fucking hole? And also, here's another one that's going to gross a lot of people out. What happens if you forget that you used the Euro Club?
What happens if you grab the wrong fucking club and you
just
crack
piss
that
all
fucking
over
ball
yourself.
and it's just piss everywhere. Just an arc of piss in his face.
You're like, oh, look, a rainbow of pee.
Or this poor caddy grabs the fucking club out of there and it just sloshes piss all over him.
I would be the most pissed off. I'd be like, no.
Piss
You'd be the most pissed on. You're like, oh, why does this one feel like it has just a little bit more weight to it? Use this club, Tom.
Talk about a water hazard. So, there is a phenomenon that happens called mass hysteria, which is where a group of people experience some kind of mental or physical symptoms and they usually cross. It's like a mental system that causes physical symptoms. And it's completely fabricated by the mind. They're not trying to do this on purpose, but they honestly believe there's something wrong with them. It's like, so, have you guys ever heard of the War of the Worlds broadcast?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so in 1938, Orson Welles and the Mercury Theater on the Air did a radio play based on the H.G. Wells novel of the same name that depicted a Martian invasion. The episode was done in a similar style to today's found footage movies. Having listened to it myself, I found that it was very convincing if you took it out of the context that it was in. It was performed just before Halloween. Most people knew in advance who were going to listen to it, knew in advance that they were going to be listening to a radio broadcast about the War of the Worlds. But some people either didn't know about the broadcast or tuned in midway through. And then listeners were probably also already on edge because the German war machine was ramping up in Germany, in Europe at the time, and they were on the verge of World War II as it was. During the broadcast, people called CBS, newspapers, police departments, and they were convinced that they were hearing sounds and seeing lights. In Grover's Mill, New Jersey, which was one of the locations mentioned in the broadcast, people gathered en masse, which mimicked the what happened in the radio broadcast, and police were sent out there to control the crowd of people that have amassed, and it really looked like what they described. All these people around, police cars, sirens, lights flashing. Newspapers reported later that panic ensued and people were fleeing the area. Others thought they could smell poison gas, and like I said, could see flashing lights in the distance.
So they thought they could smell poison gas?
Yes. Wouldn't they be dead, though?
Dustin, when did you invent time travel?
Oh, I let out the worst gas there.
Dude, his fucking farts transcend time. That's what's happening.
I've already talked about on here the guy I grossed out in the bathroom.
Yeah,
Okay.
the guy that gagged and probably went home and divorced his wife because of you.
It smelled so bad. I can't be with anyone anymore. I can't even trust my wife.
I can't even look at myself the same.
So there's a condition called penis panic, and it's a mass hysteria event in which male members of a population suddenly experience the belief that their genitals are getting smaller or completely disappearing. Penis panics have occurred around the world, most notably in Africa and Asia.
I'm glad they have a name for this.
Well, it's tied into belief in curses and like magic a lot of the time. So it's somebody's cursed you to like lose your fucking dick. And for my money, like even if magic is not real, if these guys truly fucking believe that they're losing their dick, that's just as good. That it fucks with that person so hardcore. You have gotten underneath their skin. As a result of this kind of hysteria, injuries have occurred when men have resorted to using apparatuses such as needles, hooks, fishing line, shoestrings to prevent the disappearance of their penises.
What the fuck? What good does a fishing hook do?
No.
Well, you hook it in there and then you pull.
No. What you do is you go to the fucking doctor. Jesus, what is wrong with people? You're hooking your balls and you're fucking eating Tide Pods. Damn it!
One such outbreak happened in Singapore in 1967, resulting in thousands of reported cases. The government and medical officials alleviated the outbreak only by a massive campaign to reassure the men of the country that it is anatomically impossible for their genitals to retract, and they also instituted a media blackout on the spread of the condition.
God. The fact you have to tell the media to shut up.
The fact that they had so little faith in their people, that says a lot. Poor people. You're just gullible. I'm sorry. Oh my God, they're baby. I need you to come check something. You know what, Dustin? That's the way you do it tonight. Have her check.
Hey, does this look smaller to you?
Pow! No, no women. Stop.
So in France during the Middle Ages, a nun in a convent began meowing like a cat. Soon, other nuns in the convent began meowing as well. They did so for several hours and caused such a ruckus that soldiers were called in to stop the women. The soldiers threatened to beat the women in the streets if they did not stop. It was believed at the time that cats could possess people.
You know, I think Tide Pods are bad, but I think sometimes... You know what? Trolling, I think, is universal at this point. I think people have been trolling for thousands of years, and only now are people catching on that there's fucking trolls.
Dude, let's just feel bad for any of the cats that were in that, like, fucking village. The fucking soldiers probably hunted their asses down, all because the nuns were being derpy.
Well, similarly, there's something else happened in Germany. A nun began biting other nuns in her convent, and these other nuns that got bit started biting other people, and this spread so far that it went from Germany all the way to fucking Rome. And
That's called rabies. Rabies.
it is believed that this is also tied into beliefs of the supernatural.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go with rabies, or they had some repressed urges that they just couldn't hold back anymore.
You can't.
Don't worry, I have those.
So I'm sure you guys have heard of the Salem witch trials.
Uh-huh.
It is probably the most famous case of mass hysteria. 4 girls were having fits. The girls were screaming, throwing things around the room, uttering strange sounds, and crawling.
I would say that sounds like a normal teenager to me.
Right? Like, it seems like they were just trying to get attention. The girls also complained of being pinched and pricked with pins. Doctors in the village could find nothing wrong with the girls, and soon other women in the village had similar complaints and symptoms. 3 women were blamed for this and were called out as witches. That is Sarah Good, Sarah Osborne, and Tituba. They were all
Tituba.
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 You guys are mature.
Indubitably.
I'll start singing my dick
You are
song
shallow
soon.
and pedantic. These women were considered to be outcasts within the village, so it kind of like was easy to blame them.
Aw,
Yeah,
poor
they fucked
things.
up, yeah. In the trials that followed, 23 people were convicted and then hanged and killed. And all but, except for 1. 5 others, including 2 infant children, died in prison.
What the
Wait,
fuck?
why would you
Yeah.
imprison? You know what? These are dumb people. I don't even want to know.
There's no actual answer for that question. This is stupid as shit.
Crack's a hell of a drug, kids.
One of the reasons why this might have actually have happened was a thing called ergot poisoning, which is ergot is a fungus that grows on rye, which is like a type of wheat or whatever. But ergot is really, it has a heavy concentration of a substance called lysergic acid, also known as LSD. That was kind of common back in the day. Like, whole villages would all have the same grain silo. They would have a community grain silo, and that would all get infected with ergot, and they would start to trip fucking balls because they were all eating it. At the same
So what you're telling me is the entire town had the same dealer.
Yeah, pretty fucking much. They all wanted to have fucking Woodstock, but nobody wasn't groovy enough back in the day.
Yeah, and instead of, they just burnt people instead of
Well, they hung them.
sticks.
Hey man, did you try out that new batch? Yeah.
Don't
good-
need
No.
brown acid, man. So, for my last one, this one, the name explains it all. It was called the Dancing Plague of 1518. It was a case of dancing mania that occurred in Strasbourg, France, in July of 1518. Numerous people took to dancing for days without rest. The outbreak began in July when a woman, Frau Troffia, began to dance fervently in the streets in Strasbourg. This lasted between 4 to 6 days. Within a week, 34 other people had joined. Within a month, 400 people were dancing.
Hey, I would say that just sounds like a really good party.
Well,
I was about to say, it's not the worst thing ever so far.
most of these people eventually died from heart attack, stroke, or exhaustion.
I'm sorry, if you
well,
don't know when
you know.
to say, hey, I should probably stop.
You know what? That's just natural
This
selection,
sounds
guys.
like this sounds like everybody was on E and just dancing and they fucking getting enough water.
Oh, yeah.
In the historical documents, including physicians' notes, cathedral sermons, and local religious chronicles, even notes issued by the Strasbourg City Council, are clear that the victims danced. It is not known why these people danced to their deaths, nor is it clear that they were dancing willfully.
Maybe they had like a premonition of like Dancing Queen.
Hey, there's gonna be this really good song coming out in a few years. Yeah, this is how it goes.
Yeah, a couple centuries, this song's gonna hit, and it's gonna be hot.
Dancing Queen. Yeah.
Yep.
All right, well that's it for mine.
Did you have anything, Dustin? I didn't know if you, I forgot. I thought there was something that you talked about earlier that got you all hyped up. That we had in random conversation.
Are you talking about my brother pissing in his own face?
Oh.
Because that happened. That was a thing.
There's a word I can't say on this podcast that your brother is.
Oh, no. 90% of his accidents happened in the fucking bathroom, and it was always hilarious. And it was always my dad's bathroom, too. Like, one time we were walking by, and all of a sudden, like I said, we see something and he's in the bathroom, splash straight up because he fucking pissed with the door open, and it goes back down, and then he starts crying profusely, and we're like, what happened? And he's like, I peed in my eye. And we're like, what?
Now he's gun shy for the rest of his life. He has to look away.
Is your brother mentally challenged? Because I feel bad if I'm about to pick on him.
No.
Oh, no? Okay, he's a fucking idiot. Oh, my God. What a fucktard.
But no,
Jesus
he does
Christ,
that.
Point the gun down.
Well, here's the better part. We asked him why he even, like, what happened? What caused that? And he goes, well, I wanted to see what it looked like when it came out.
Jesus.
And we're like, what? The fuck?
You know what? Now I'm just imagining him, like, currently. He takes, like, selfies from a downward angle while he's taking a piss now.
He's had to replace his phone a couple times because he's pissed on that bitch.
He's done a few insurance claims for water damage.
Oh, you know when he first started jacking off, he was like, I wonder what it looks like when it comes out. And then squirted himself in the fucking eye.
Oh, it came in my eye this time. Shit.
Oh, I got this pink eye. I don't know how I got it. Anyways, thank you everyone for listening to another episode of Zero Supervision. This is our 10th episode. It's very exciting. Thank you very much. You can follow us on Twitter at Zero Supervision. You can follow me personally at low_Billy Allen.
You can follow me at Joseph_Lawhorn. That is LAWHORN.
Don't follow me. All I do is post dick pics and porno. But if you really need to see it, it's at MAEHARA 1286. Go dick pic.
By the way, anybody who gives us a tweet on Twitter, we'll give you a shout on the at the end of the episode on any episode that you are near when you tweet us. And also, if you can leave us a comment, if you can subscribe and give us a good rating on iTunes or wherever you listen to your podcast, we'd really appreciate it.
Yes, like and subscribe. We will give you verbal blowjobs.
Yep, you guys heard that. Like, comment, subscribe. Billy will give you a blowjob.
Verbal. Not really.
He
Verbal.
will hum
Physical.
your dick.
Yeah, physical blowjob. He will suck it like there's nobody's
He
business.
will suck that dick.
He will literally suck the marrow from your bones through your dick.
Your soul will
Jesus.
escape through your penis.
I don't know if anyone's that good, guys. Anyways, we're out, everybody.
Bye.
Good night.